everybody, Barry with Christenson Transportation, where the truckers truck. Today, this video, I'm going to go over the latest basic scores, which is the categories that the Department of Transportation grades us on in certain areas. Customers pay attention to it. Attorneys pay attention to it. We pay attention to it. Kind of gives us a big, broad, overall view of how we're doing and what we're doing well and what we need to work on. The good news is this month we went down in every category except maintenance, and it went up 1 percentage point. So that has been the area that I don't know how we've needed the most work on, and it's the easiest one to fix, or one of the easiest ones to fix, because the majority of our violations are pretty easy to spot when we roll up on the scale. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the categories, give you our percentage, explain what the percentage means, and tell you if it was up or down from the previous month. So we'll start, and I have also a list of year-to-date violations broken down by these categories. First one is unsafe driving. And in that category, we have everything from failed to put on hazards, flashers, failure to obey traffic control device, following too close, left lane lane restriction period, and speeding. So those categories are controlled by you, the driver. This month, our percentage we're in the 18th percentile. Last month we were in the 25th percentile. So what that means is, in this category, only 18% of the trucks in the country, or fleets, have a better score than us. So pretty good on that one. The next category, and let me tell you where we're failing in that category. Failure to obey traffic control device, and that could be lane ending, caution light. I don't know what all goes into that, but it's obviously a sign or a billboard or a flashing light that's telling us what to do. And a lot of times, say trucks right lane only, and guess what? Nobody's letting us in. We're hung out in the left lane, which is Barry's pet peeve, getting over in that lane, because it just means we're getting ready to pass somebody, or we're just hanging out there for the heck of it, which makes no sense. I understand some of the roads are worn out on the right side because there's such heavy truck traffic, but the law is the law. I don't try to get in the gray area. The biggest violation we had in this category, 14, and this is year to date, this is not monthly, lane violation. So, and followed by that, we have 2 speeding categories that are split down the middle. And typically, those violations come hand in hand. You get out in the left lane where there's no trucks supposed to be, and we speed. We're passing somebody. Which I get blue in the face telling these stories, but unless you're on a train track and nobody's in front of you, if you pass a group of trucks, a group of cars, that freedom that you've gained is going to last about a minute, and then you're going to catch the next pack of them. So you can do that all day long, and at the end of the day, you're going to get there the same time they do because of traffic patterns and red lights and traffic congestion. You're not getting it anywhere is the point. So we're taking a lot of risks. We're getting over in that lane. Changing lanes is a big risk. We're speeding, and there's no reward, really, at the end of the day. No reward. We've lost fuel economy. We've gotten citations. We've put ourselves at risk. So get back over in that right lane, put on your cruise control to speed limit, turn on your XM radio, and chill out. You'll notice at the end of the day, you're not nearly as worn out or stressed out because life is good on cruise control. The next category, this is the crash indicator, and this is where safety people like myself tend to live. Last month, 11%. This month, we've dropped down to 7%, and that's the category that I'm really proud of. That means that only 7% of the vehicles out on the highway, semi-truck vehicles, have a better rating than we do. So we're better than 93%. So good job. Keep up the good work. Very proud of you. Let me see what's in that group. Crash indicator. Haven't had anything in a while. So that's why that keeps dropping down. These crashes stay on our record for several years. And as that time goes by, they fall off. So that just means we're not having them. And that's a good thing. The next one is hours of service compliance. This is the one that, when I think of hours of service, I'm back on the log books and I'm thinking, hey, we're running over our 11 hours, we're running over our 14, we're running over our 70. And when you do that and something happens, somebody hits you, we have nowhere to hide. We're not supposed to be driving anymore. So that's a big one. We don't have that so much anymore at all because these electronic logs, it's right there in front of you all day. Here's how much you have on your 70. Here's how much you have on your 11. Here's how much you have on your 14-hour clock. And it starts ticking down and starts yelling at you, find a place to park. So we don't have the hours of service. What we have is logbook violations, and typically those are form and manner violations that I think really need their own category. Did you put your trailer number on? Did you put your bill of lading number or load number on there? Did you put the commodity you're hauling on there? That's the kind of thing that goes into that hours of service. Failure to be able to pull up your tablet and show the officer your instruction sheet for what happens if your ELDs malfunction. Didn't put the trailer number in, didn't put the shipping document number, did not possess the skill to transfer your logs to them in a timely fashion. Now that one I kind of give you a little bit. I know we show you in orientation and we talk about it occasionally, but very few times do we get pulled in and you've been here a year and a half and that inspector says, send me your logs. And you're like, okay, hold on, I've never done this. And they're very impatient. They got other trucks coming. They write us up for that. So know where your stuff is. Keep a copy in your permit book. You also have it on your tablet. Know where that stuff is and just review it occasionally. Vehicle maintenance. That's the one we keep ticking up. We're up to a 69%. Last month we were at 68. And inside the vehicle maintenance, the big category, chafing hoses, kinking airlines. You've got discoloration on your red or blue airlines that are attached to the trailer. 15 of those. That's by far the biggest. The next one is 14. That's brakes out of adjustment. That's a category that's going to get moved off of the driver's scorecard, the driver's ability, because we've got disc brakes, everything's hidden. It's pretty hard for you to do a walk around and understand that and find that issue. Tires, that's a big one. We had 16 violations for tires this year, and that's either we're rolling up on a scale with a tire off the rim, which is terrible, or we show up and we've got a hole in it and they can hear it from 30 feet away. And every time I do this, I repeat, we have a system called DriveWise. This tells us where the scales are. 2 miles out, 1 mile out. It gives us a notification, tells us if they're open. We pass maybe 2-3 scales a day, the most. Pull over. do another quick inspection. If you've got a tire off the rim, if you've got leaking stuff, that's the time to call us and get it fixed. Or I can even call the scale and say, hey, my driver's a mile away, got a flat tire, I've got road service coming, we know we're coming in there with a violation. They don't write us up, they're very courteous, they let us have the repair guy come out because we notified them before they notified us. That's kind of the key to these things, it's just being honest and upfront with them. Then you got the last quarter category, and we've got inoperative brake light or turn signal or headlamp. Again, that goes with doing a proper pre-trip and stopping before the scales. So overall, really good. And overall, things that we're your highest in, we have the most say-so in lowering. Fill in your logs, put all the information. If there's a blank and it's asking for something, put something in there. That's as simple as that, and all those violations go away. Maintenance-wise, proper pre-trips, stop before the scales, check your stuff out, and this will get down in the ratings as well. So overall, we're going in the right direction, so thank you for everything you do. It's hard work, I know it. Takes a lot of dedication. A lot of people like me harping on you all the time, but today's the day I say thank you. Good job, and keep up the good work. Thanks for being at Christenson or the Trucker's Truck.